welcome back. It's your girl Briera, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. I would like to first and foremost thank our Heavenly Parents, Mother, Father, Source of Creation, for giving me this opportunity to be here with you today. I would like to do a quick angel guide oracle reading for the Geminis. This will be an angel guide oracle reading that helps to focus on your strength, heart, and guidance at this time. I would like to call on the Holy Spirit and my spirit team to please come to my side to help me deliver divine messages that is of the highest white light. Remember, these messages are general, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, so let's just jump right into your angel guide oracle reading, Gemini, and let's see what your strength is at this time and what's in your favor in the current situation. How you doing, Gemini? I hope you're doing good. I feel like it's all about ease and grace, okay? Making these major decisions or understanding what the major decisions is. Already knowing that you know what to do. When your soul is calling out for change, you know what to do. And making sure that you remember that, you know, at the right time, you will know exactly what to do. So at the right time, you will always do what's right. And I feel like that's the knowing, that's the accepting, that's the embracing, that's the understanding that time spent alone is only beneficial when you understand that, you know, it wasn't punishment or it wasn't, you know, to isolate you necessarily, but it was to see what it is that you truly have to offer when you have allowed for yourself to show up for everyone else in certain ways and in certain manners for certain periods and for certain reasons, then, you know, you lose yourself. So having that time to make sure that when you see who you are and what you want and what you truly desire, it is truly a reflection of you. So making that major decision for yourself in whatever your situation is for you and this current situation, I feel like is what's best, because we have Star Being Healing Codes, Sacred Inner Space, and Emerald Tablet Activation coming out, right? Right. And I feel like it's all about the sacral chakra, okay? Understanding that flowing with life, you know, not being afraid to retreat, to recharge, understanding what the passion actually is, the deep connection to the physical plane by showing beauty in all aspects of the Great Mother, revealing oneself, you know, through the ethereal, I probably didn't pronounce it correctly, spiritual aspect of nature by the communication through different forms and different types of beings, you know, and light beings at that, because at the end of the day, we understand that magic truly does support our ability to grow, right? Because we are the magic. How we communicate, how we show up, how we demonstrate love with one another, how we, you know, demonstrate hate with one another. It's all a form of magic. It's all a form of a manifestation per se, which then inevitably becomes magic when you really break it down to a science, right? Because at the end of the day, what's needed is forgiveness and understanding. And once you understand that frequency for what it is, you see the possibilities of expansion for what it is. You see the grand and profound way of imagining new beginnings for everything and everyone for truly what it is. And I feel like it all requires this this belief in manifestation, in magic, in faith, in knowing that it's something beyond who we are and what we have been, you know, conditioned to see, but at the same time, not losing that what we have been conditioned to see has helped us to be able to bring certain aspects to the fruition that has already been manifested to be, and not being afraid that we have to live out these prophecies, because that is what the prophecies is. But at the end of the day, you understand that as a spiritual being, you understand the independence and the judgment and the slow and steady and loving and the integration that is happening when it comes to the frequency that supports and embraces our every aspect of who we are as individuals. I feel like continue to receive and express the truth. It's the learning experiences that helps you to transmute any energies that isn't helping to realize or shift a perspective that has been already lived, even if it's already lived through your own perspective. You continue to inspire. You continue to learn. Understanding how to take action, when to take action, why to take action is very important. What's the blessings that Gemini carry in their heart? Laws of learning, okay? And I feel like, yeah, it's the spirit guides, you know, great lessons that, you know, a judgment call was made. And I feel like that has helped you show your independence. That has helped you to truly realize who you truly are and what you truly have been contributing, without realizing that you have been contributing way more than you can realize, because it's all about something that can't even be, like, it can't be measured. These cries, these wants, these hopes, you know, and at the end of the day, exactly, and I get it, you know, and I because it's so, and that is a good song. That Chris Brown song, okay? Don't judge me and I don't judge you. Was that? Please don't judge me. We can get ugly before it gets beautiful. And that's a good song, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's all about communicating. It's all about understanding people. It's all about understanding what worked for people, what didn't work for people, and understanding that nobody is shutting their mind to anything, but someone knows who they are as an individual. And maybe things will come in a lot faster if they did things a lot different. But what if that's not what they are supposed to do, and why they are able to do what they are supposed to do? Because they have been already created to show up and show passion in the way of empowerment that can't be demonstrated through certain acts that has already been shown and demonstrated through. Yeah, because it's the energetic clearing. You know, it's the, you know, what are you expecting from this? What do you expect from this? What does it help you with? Because I feel like someone understands what it helps them with, but what does it help you with? Because at this point, no one is expecting anything. And the way someone shows up is how they are guided to, but it's also who they are. Because at the end of the day, that heartbreak is more significant than one has already been, like, let know, huh? So What's the guidance for Gemini? Ooh, all those just flipped over. We have Akashic Records, Crown Chakra Upgrade, and Star Gathering. And I feel like it's all about, you know, being more courageous, okay? Allowing for that creativity and that joyful energy to really be brought about, and for you to really experience on a grand scale of things, okay, on a grander expression of things. How about that? Because it really allows for ourselves to truly see the energy activation for what it is, to connect the divine through meditation and prayer that truly releases past lives, and, you know, clearing out old stories and needing to always rely on anyone else, you know. And I get that you want to rely on your family and your friends, but sometimes when you are called to go on a quest like Moana, you know. So it's just like, make sure that the stars are aligned and you are doing it for you, you know. You aren't allowing for yourself to be pressured, or, you know, this isn't like something that, you know, you think that it's going to help you to gain some type of success way faster than putting in work and working through your fears and your anxieties and the embarrassments and all sorts of things, and making decisions and actually standing on your decisions regardless of the time, regardless of that. It's like, yeah, it's like someone still isn't understanding something when it comes to like who someone is and what they have actually been seeing on their end. So to continue to try to make something seem like they have done something that they wasn't supposed to do is making everything more confusing than what it actually is. And that's what makes, I feel like, life be what it is. Because at the end of the day, I feel like that's what, yeah, what the 10 of Pentacle, or not the 10 of Pentacle, with the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Because at the end of the day, you, like, bro, I'm not, because I'm not making anything up, because it's like, at the end of the day, I know that it might be burdensome, but when you actually accept who you are and you be confident in who you are and you say what it is and you say what it's not, right? And you be honest with a person about what it is and what it's not, and you live your life like that, and people still decide to be around you and, you know, show you who they are and whatever, you can't help but to understand that there's mutual understanding there. There is acceptance there. There is stability there. There is no confusion there. And for that to continue to be like, well, you know, did you know? Did you know? It's like, but did you know what was already like being manifested to be? Because when it comes to time and accepting yourself for who you are, it's like you don't know what is and what isn't until you start to see. And when you break yourself down, and I mean you break yourself down, I get it, you know. We can say people, they go on these quests and they are challenged, right? They are challenged, and you have to accept that, because when you are challenged, you show up however you show up, and, you know, that is what it is. You know, it was too much for someone to handle, to see the level of of something being something that they did not have any idea when it comes to the physical world, and just like and here you are, and it's like, and how are you going to react? And now we're going to watch how this all unfolds, because we've actually created a problem now, you know, when it comes to like, how can one actually assist someone? How can one actually help? How does one actually show up? Because when someone has everything, you don't truly know how to show up. When you can buy everything, how can you actually give a gift to someone when you can't buy much of anything? So it's, or how, when you have the ability to buy anything, how can you show up for someone that, like, it does excite, it does excite, you know, it excites, right? It excites. It excites because at the end of the day, it's new, it's fresh. Everyone likes comfy, cozy, you know, able to breathe in fresh air. Like, that's what it is. But at the end of the day, when that's not something that is the sight at all, then you have to see, even if it's not like known, you have to know that there's different ways of seeing things. So yeah, exactly. And it's like, I feel like, yes, perceive, be seen, push through, see the vulnerability and the freedom for truly what it is. Okay, don't be afraid to actually step out of your comfort zone and see the balance and symphony of life. Okay. Oh, I never even. What's this stubborn heel closed here? With the Wheel of Fortune. What's the stubborn heel code? Let's take your inner space and Emerald Tab activation. We have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like, yeah, it's important information about letting people go. I feel like someone, it's like this deep possession over something or someone, and there's always suspense, because at the end of the day, someone is always showing up and showing their their way of being, seeing, and doing things. And you know, maybe that is how it has to be, or what it is in order for things to be. But at the end of the day, I feel like that is the strength, like, that, you know, at the end of the day, it's about forgiving and understanding. It's about understanding that, you know, maybe, you know, holding on and recharging, but I feel like retreating and accepting that time spent alone has only helped you to elevate, has only helped you to see your gift and your legacy for what it truly is, has only helped you see your inheritance for truly what it is, and not be in this energy of, you know, feeling like you have to hold on to the sadness, to the false strength. Because at the end of the day, the truth is the truth, and the heartbreak is the heartbreak. And at the end of the day, it does not matter what does not look good. It does not matter what is not perfect. It matters that the heart is truly trying to elevate past the things that they cannot change or fix about what has already happened in the past. Why the Four of Pentacles? With the Empress and the Temperance, okay? Because it's all about fertility, okay? It's all about truly nurturing, understanding the wisdom for what it is. understanding the rejoice for what it is, knowing that, although, it's very ignorant to not have this knowing of what is and what isn't, especially when dealing with, your the ones that you love and your soul family, and truly connecting with the ones that has already left earth. I feel like you have to complete something within yourself so you can see that the disunion is what it is, but we're not going to continue to set intentions to continue the disunion, because at the end of the day, the disunion is the unfortunate combinations that truly has not helped us to elevate and see Mother Nature for what she has been contributing this entire time. And when we see Mother Nature for what she has been contributing this entire time, we see the medicine and the magic that comes from in taking and embracing and loving and nurturing and creating, because of the aspect of truly embracing nature. I feel like continue to reveal what needs to be revealed. Divine timing and divine order. Don't doubt what you know. What's this House of Learning with Akashic Records? The Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like things are moving forward. Allow for yourself to see the traditional values for what they are, the traditional viewpoints for what they are, because I feel like that's the flexible, aspect of relationships that matters, that, nothing has to be set in stone, but, let's keep our foundation as it is, but let's not lose ourselves in allowing things, because if we get to a certain point and we allow things to be just like this for so long, then we won't see that, we are holding on to something that has to be let go of, right? Because at the end of the day, you want to be in this energy of nurturing. You want to be in this energy of awakening and spreading your wings and being able to manifest and being able to sit with the current and the past decisions and choices, and actually genuinely accept that, like, yeah, like, although that was not the best light of me, but that was still part of me. And whoop. Is it sirens? Is it time to call the paramedics? What is it time to do? What did it do? So, it's just really being like that. Like, it's receiving and expressing truths and understanding the empowerment of what, communication and being around, certain energies really do for someone, because it's all about beautiful growth of the internal body first. And that's why just moving towards calmer waters on this journey of yours at this present moment is what's in alignment with your heart and soul. Something is not for publicity. It's just a route, or it was just a route. This is Six of Swords with the Three of Wands. How do you wait? And it's disappointment. Yeah, it is disappointment, because someone is like, it's a lot of adversity. It's a lot of toil and labor. It's a lot of, reinventing yourself, having that strength within, putting that effort in, You know, it's long nights and long days. It's, you know, the seeds you planted, are you ready to see them flourish or are you not? What are we doing? Are you here or are you not? What is going on? You know, are we moving forward? Is this new beginnings? Is it the fortune and inheritance that, maybe it failed in the past, but I don't feel like it's failing right now. Continue to see source and balance for what it is. I feel like someone is the inventor of something, or someone's trying to become the inventor of something. So, see the great lessons for what they are, see your wishes being granted, and continue to move forward. With this crown chakra upgrade with Star Gathering? Oh, yeah. We have the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Devil. So, I feel like, just see that, it's all about making sure that you aren't in this energy of, lying about anything, or, allowing anyone to lie to you about anything. The guidance is to truly align with what it's going to bring you, this energy of making decisions that truly puts you in this energy of forgiveness and understanding, of healing, of nurturing, of deep connection, of physical beauty and grace and ease. Seeing pleasure within and experiencing it in life in different ways. Seeing the gift that is now offered. I feel like it's a lot of fulfillment, though. I feel like you have to make a decision for yourself. What do you want to let go of? And I feel like the blindness, the pettiness, the weakness, it all sums itself up at the end of the day. And that goes for everyone on the grand scale of things. And that's okay, because that does not mean that we are broken. That just means that we have to pay attention and see the forceful energy for what it is. And when you see the forceful energy for what it is, no one should be in this energy of fear or shame, because this has been going on for way longer than, the last 60 years, the last 80 years, honestly, the last 90 years, honestly. And if you're not ready to grow up and move beyond the ancestral patterns, then we will never truly be able to see that the passion is what it is. And someone's going to when they feel like they have met someone to a certain understanding, and they know someone to a certain understanding, that's why it's like, it wasn't wrong on their end, it was wrong on their end, and then it was wrong on their end. So that's why, and then even that, like, oh, it wasn't wrong on their end, but it was wrong on their end. And so, and then that's that forgiveness and understanding, because technically nobody was wrong. Because at the end of the day, when you know that you would be okay with something, then you will be okay with it regardless. And that's that understanding your own darkness to be able to deal with others or meet people where they are, or understanding your own lights to be able to see others and appreciate others, to meet them where they are. Why the 3 of Cups with the 4 of Cups with the 8 of Swords and the Devil? The Ace of Pentacles. Wow. I feel like, yes. Oh, the music though, yeah. And I get it, you know, but it might seem, or it might be a missed opportunity. Maybe a passion, maybe that is not the direction. Maybe that's not something that someone feels like is helpful for someone, you know. Gemini, you know, that's up to you, Gemini. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone doesn't feel like the music is like all that like helpful, but I feel like it's still, it's like something is justice is gained regardless if you do or you don't. Honestly, it's an understanding, it's a knowing that you have done what you needed to do for yourself. Please take what resonates, okay, Gemini? Remember, you are loved, you are cherished for who you truly are, okay? I am sending you peace, love, and light, and until next time.